Today, we welcomed our Federal Highway Administrator, Victor Mendez, to Louisiana to look at this construction project, the Causeway Interchange project in New Orleans, and to take a tour and look at the great things projects that we're doing here in Louisiana. And so this is one of the ones that he wanted to come and visit and look at to see where the state and federal dollars are being used to make infrastructure improvements. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. And a special thank you to FHWA Administrator Victor Mendez for taking time out of his very busy schedule to visit with us today at the Causeway Blvd Interchange Improvements Project here in New Orleans. And I just know that he is impressed and will be impressed as we tour this site with the work that we are doing here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Since taking office in January 2008, Governor Jindal's administration has been committed to moving Louisiana forward by making transportation a top priority for our state, with an investment of over $4.1 billion in infrastructure improvement projects. Specifically, more than $705 million has been spent in construction projects right here in Jefferson Parish. Additionally, nearly $210 million has been invested in various I-10 resurfacing and capacity projects in the greater New Orleans area, including approximately $86 million in improvements for the I-10 Causeway Interchange. This project is the 6th of 8 total projects that will widen I-10 through Jefferson Parish from Kenner to New Orleans, and designed to improve the efficiency of this busy interchange. The new interchange provides dedicated ramps for veterans and causeway traffic, improving travel time by as much as 15 minutes per day and eliminating backups on I-10. Additionally, this project will help improve access for nearly 180,000 daily commuters working in areas of the CBD, the West Bank, and Uptown, and individuals employed by Ochsner Medical Center, Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport, LSU Medical Center, as well as improved access to the Port of New Orleans. Capacity projects such as these increase safety, improve evacuation routes, provide for more efficient movement of goods and services, and open the door to economic development opportunities. This project and the widening of the Huey P. Long Bridge and I-10 are just a few of the projects that will ultimately help relieve congestion in this area. As with any project, it has challenges such as maintaining heavy traffic. Temporary off-ramps were constructed and a temporary entrance to I-10 West was installed. Crews work with very limited space during construction while maintaining the heavy pedestrian and busy traffic and business access. With all that, I'm proud to say, based on the temporary traffic control, the Causeway Interchange Improvements Project was awarded a Work Zone Excellence Award at the 2011 Louisiana Transportation Conference. So as you can see, we take great pride in what we do here in Louisiana, DOTD, and we work hard every day to deliver quality projects on time with minimal disruption and impact to our community. That said, this project would not have been possible without the support and assistance of the FHWA. It is truly a team effort to move projects of this magnitude to completion, and we appreciate so much our federal partners in making this project possible. I look forward to the day this summer when we can come back here to celebrate the completion of the Causeway Blvd Interchange and provide this much needed relief to our busy drivers along this corridor. At this time, I'd like to introduce FHWA Administrator Victor Mendez, as he will have a few words to say to us about this great project and other projects going on throughout the United States. Thank you.
I did want to see for myself all the work that's being done on this really magnificent project. It's pretty big project for all of us throughout the entire nation, and so I do appreciate the invitation to join with you here today. I also want to reflect on the fact that we do have a really great partnership between FHWA, USDOT, and with our secretary here, Secretary LaBas, and her team at Louisiana DOT. I do want to salute our outstanding division office team here in Louisiana, headed by our division administrator, Wes Bollinger, and our assistant division administrator, Joe Blois. So they're here, and I'm sure they can answer some of the questions as well if you have any questions. I think, as we all know, the importance of I-10, the I-10 corridor, is really significant, not only to the people here in Louisiana and in New Orleans, but also when you look at the impacts that I-10 has on a national basis. It's a very, very important and very significant corridor throughout the entire nation. When you look at the issues here that the business area faces in terms of congestion and how the congestion affects everybody's life, it's important for us to keep our perspective on that and to try and find solutions to minimize the congestion and improve safety. I also know, most importantly in today's economic world, the importance of construction jobs, that talented men and women in Louisiana are actually now able to be working here on this project. So that's very, very important for all of us. Now, this phase of the I-10 project is funded almost entirely by the Recovery Act, which President Obama signed shortly after he came into office in 2009. It is one of about 13,000 Recovery Act projects throughout the entire nation. And President Obama is a very strong believer in the importance of rebuilding our infrastructure to keep America safe and mobile, to help our economy grow and compete, and to create jobs today. There's no better proof of the President's commitments to infrastructure than the budget that he presented to Congress a couple of days ago on Monday. He is proposing a 6-year transportation plan to create jobs today by preparing our highway system for tomorrow. The President wants to invest more than $300 billion in a highway program over 6 years. That is a 34% increase over the previous surface transportation bill. He also wants to continue the progress that we've made in safety. We're making sure that we're investing on our critical infrastructure throughout the entire nation. And he also wants us to simplify our system by consolidating more than 4 dozen programs down to 5. And he also is proposing an upfront investment of $26 billion to create jobs as quickly as possible, repairing and modernizing our highway system throughout the nation. Now, all of this would be fully paid for, including using some of the money from the savings from winding down the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. The budget supports the goals the President set in his State of the Union speech to create an America that is built to last, one where everyone has a fair shot, does their fair share, and plays by the same set of rules. Now, to create that kind of a country, we need roads and bridges where people can travel safely and goods can move rapidly. And that's what you'll have when this project is finished. A key piece of an America that's built to last and that will serve the people of Louisiana for many decades to come. Now, let me close by talking a little bit about our highest priority at USDOT, and that is our issue of safety. And I'm sure that for Sherri and her team, it's just as important as it is for us at USDOT. The President budget backs up our commitment by almost doubling our investment in highway safety programs throughout the entire nation. We continue to make progress in this country in reducing the number of fatalities, but the challenge is that we need to continue that. We're not satisfied where we are today. We strongly encourage all highway agencies to consider a new set of life-saving countermeasures, some countermeasures that are widely available but not really widely deployed yet. But we also keep in mind that drivers bear a major component of responsibility. So we're also focusing on distracted driving. I think most of you know by now that Secretary Ray LaHood has been tireless in raising the public's awareness about this deadly epidemic of distracted driving. Louisiana is one of 35 states and the District of Columbia that have a ban on texting. So I just simply want to remind each and every one of you here today that there is no call, no text, or no tweet that is worth someone's life. So I just simply want to remind and encourage all of you as you're out there driving around on our highway system. I need for all of you to please buckle up. I need for all of you to put away your cell phones when you're out there driving around. And then I need for all of you to just very simply drive safely. So with that, thank you all very much. Thank you for joining us. And I do want to say this is a very impressive project. I know some of the ramps will be opening up here hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And you're going to see a major difference in safety and in the reduction in congestion. So thank you all very much for joining us. Things are moving along very well. You know, we keep track. I've known Secretary LaBas. I used to be her counterpart in Arizona, so I've known her for many years. And yeah, I know the challenges that state DOT directors have, and she's doing a wonderful job. She is a smart person. She knows the business, and I'm pretty comfortable that they're keeping their projects moving at a good pace. And like I said, at the end of the day, our main focus is bringing people back to work. In today's economy, people are struggling. We're not happy. You know, the trends are good. We've looked in the last 22 months. Private sector has created over 3 million jobs, but we're not happy yet. And so we believe very strongly by investing in our infrastructure, we can bring people back to work. And that's our focus. And I can tell you, Louisiana DOT, they're doing a fabulous job.
This interchange is a very large project. It's been under construction for some time. We thank the traveling public for their patience. And this project is going to help facilitate traffic movement of those that travel the Causeway, veterans, and their access to I-10 and getting from I-10 to the Causeway. This is just New Orleans. It has lots of traffic, and we are just so excited to be able to bring this very needed project to this area. So when the project is complete, the citizens that use this facility, and even when I come into town, will have a much easier travel through this area. What we're doing, we'll be opening actually a couple of ramps within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So motorists will begin to see some relief in their daily commutes very soon, 2 to 3 weeks. And then we expect the entire project to be complete end of summer, early fall.